When you think about some incredible construction project, what comes to mind? Well, what if I told you there's one happening inside your body, like right now? It's building the very shield that protects you from the whole world. Today, we're going to dive into that process, keratinization.
So, what is it that really makes your skin a fortress? I mean, a shield that's tough, waterproof, and is constantly renewing itself against everything the world throws at it. Well, the answer is this brilliant biological process, our body's own master builder at work.
All right, let's start with that protective shield. We're going to get to know this master builder and the incredible structures it puts together for us day in and day out.
So, the official name for this whole construction project is keratinization. It's basically how our skin, our hair, and our nail cells literally transform themselves, becoming way tougher and more protective. This is the secret sauce behind your resilient skin and hard nails.
And this whole process is about so much more than just being tough. Think of it as this multi-talented guardian. It stops water from leaving our bodies so we stay hydrated. It defends us from all sorts of junk like bacteria and pollutants. And of course, it builds that strong outer barrier of our skin, hair, and nails. It's a full-time job for sure.
So, how in the world does this actually work on a microscopic level? Okay, in this next part, we're going to see how a single cell completely transforms. We're zooming way in from the big picture right down to the builder's actual blueprint.
The journey of just one of these cells is kind of like a brick being made for a giant wall. First, the cell just fills up with this tough protein keratin. Then, and this is the wild part, it makes this incredible sacrifice. It gets rid of its nucleus, its own command center, and all its other internal parts. It basically dies to serve a greater purpose, becoming a flattened, hardened brick in the protective wall of your skin. It's just an amazing, continuous cycle.
But what happens when this perfectly calibrated construction process goes haywire? This brings us to a really crucial point. What happens when the process jams? Because, like any complex system in our bodies, things can sometimes go wrong. This process is absolutely essential for our survival, but in biology, too much of a good thing can really become a problem. Our body is constantly performing this delicate balancing act, and when it comes to building our skin, that balance is, well, it's everything.
So when keratinization kicks into overdrive, it can lead to a few different conditions. For instance, there's hyperkeratosis, which is basically a general thickening of the skin's outer layer. Then you have something like psoriasis, where this cell-building process just accelerates like crazy, creating new cells way faster than the old ones are shed. And there's actinic keratosis, which involves precancerous lesions, often caused by sun damage, totally disrupting this process. It just goes to show you how a protective mechanism can become a problem if it's not regulated properly. So you can see this isn't a case of more is better. Nope. It is all about getting that balance just right. And that brings us to our final section. Balance is everything. So what can throw this master builder off its game? Well, a few things, actually. Deficiencies in vitamins, especially vitamin A, can really mess with the process. And as we just mentioned, sun damage is a huge one. Plus, other underlying skin conditions can interfere with this normal, healthy cycle. It really shows you how much this delicate system is influenced by our lifestyle and our overall health. Which leaves us with this one last thought. Our body is truly a delicate balance of all these complex, amazing processes, just like keratinization. So the question to really think about is, how can we help it maintain that balance? From our diet to our sun protection, we actually play a much bigger role in supporting our body's master builder than we might realize.